What is it, Liam? Did you get some chicks? Our new baby chicks can. We're gonna keep them right here close by just for a little while. Make sure that they're warmed up and make sure they're all drinking. Luckily they all arrived okay, looking full of energy. So we're gonna keep an eye on them for a little bit, make sure they're all eating and drinking, and then we'll move them out to the brooder in the barn. And we got our new baby chicks in. They all look good. We got them some water with a little bit of homemade vinegar and some of our honey from our beehives and a little bit of crushed garlic cloves. Let's give them an extra boost. Some chick starter. And we have the lamp on over them to keep them warm. They don't seem to be crowding around the light, so I don't think they're cold. This is just to keep them in for just a couple of hours to make sure everybody's eating and drinking okay. In fact, they're already seeming like they're okay. And I've got a thermometer taking the temperature to make sure it stays around 90, 95 degrees. A little bit closer to 95 is best at first. So we're hovering right between 90 and 95 right now. So we're going to go ahead and head out to the barn and milk the goats, and we'll come back and check on them.
Look how tiny he is. It's Fuzzy Buns. The tiny.
Why do we have more?
They're so small. Just the chicken nugget. Hey.
Oh, Liam's like, hi, you babies. I love them. Yeah. All right, here we are, ready to milk the goats. And first I'm going to explain the feed rations we give for the milk stand. We have some non-GMO goat pellets. Give a scoop of that. Put that into the trough. And then a scoop of alfalfa pellets. And we put that in. Then we have sunflower seeds, black oil sunflower seeds, that provides a little extra nutrition and protein and fat that helps them produce some really great milk. And so I put about half a scoop of that. And then my scoop is just an old coffee can. I do those layers like that because the actual goat pellets at the bottom is their favorite, but the alfalfa is really good to help them produce a lot of yummy milk. So I try to get them to eat through the good stuff down into the stuff that they really want. And then I use a little bit of trace minerals sprinkled on top. Now, I do offer free choice minerals in their stalls, but they don't tend to eat it then, and with all the mineral deficiency in our area, it's really important that they do consume their trace minerals. So I go ahead and I sprinkle it on their food, and they usually push it aside and get to the pellets, but they get some that way, so I know that they're getting the right amount. And I always start with Shady because she's my big mouth. Say hi, Shady. Okay, I'm ready. She's ready. So we're gonna get her out and get her up on the stand. So we have Shady here on the milk stand. She's locked in. She's enjoying her food. We give her a nice rub down. We rub her belly, and we rub her teats and her udder, breaking any loose hairs free, any shavings that she may have slept in, dusting those off. And then we clean her udder really well, and especially her teats, and get them clean and sanitized. And then we use coconut oil to lubricate and keep her comfortable, and it also has antibacterial properties. So we do that, and we begin milking. And Rowan is cleaning the barn. He loves cleaning the barn. He's such a good boy. he was kind of mad that they made a mess with the hay, so he's getting to town. Alright, so when we first start out, we always squeeze out the first strain of milk to make sure that there's no chunks, and make sure that the orifices are clean and clear, and that there's nothing in the way that's going to be yucky getting in our milk. And then a lot of people don't understand, and excuse Bo crying in the background, he just cries when he's alone. So after I took Shady out, he decided to be a baby. So we start our milking by squeezing the top of the teat and bringing our fingers down. So what happens is the teat fills up with milk when we release. So we hold it like a water balloon and squeeze it down. And you notice that I got some spray on the end of my hand at the end of that spray. Shady has rather small teats for a Nubian, but this is her first freshening, which means this is the first time that she's had babies and had milk produced. So she's gonna get bigger and better milk as she grows up. So you see, this is the process. Also part of our process is having the little ones with us while we milk. Ryan is off at work today, so it's just me and the little ones, and Liam gets to sit in the stroller and be a good boy. Sometimes I have to sing to him and, you know, have his brother give him toys and stuff. And Rowan likes to help.
Hi, Rowan.
All right, I'm going to finish milking Shady. Shady. Come on, Shady girl. Alright, we got him in. That wasn't too complicated. I didn't have to pull and drag them this time. They just followed me right up there. Sometimes I have to give the collars a little tug to get them in the right direction, because we do move them every time, and that does throw them off a little bit, I think. And this is a new setup. So got him up there, going back down to Liam, who's screaming for Mama, watching her put the goats away. So I'm gonna roll him back into the barn and get Fancy out and let her get milked. Yay. Usually just runs right up there. A little distracted by Ron's hammering. Just lock her in. She just gets happy eating her food. We give her a big belly rub and back rub. I have a tendency to pet them a lot when I get them on the milk stand. And I have a tendency to say, "What's this toy? What's this toy? Whee!" Yeah. It's really hot out here today, so little man's a little cranky. Alright. Wash off. Alright. So massage the coconut oil in. Liam's getting done. The good thing is Fancy is quick to milk. She's got large orifice size, and she has a very heavy letdown. For those of you who have never... It's okay, buddy. It's okay. For those of you who've never nursed before or been the partner of somebody that was nursing, letdown on the milk is can be very forceful at times for some women, and can be mild for others. And Fancy just, ooh, she fills up. Like, look at that. It's like a balloon. So it's a strong letdown on her. So she is done milking really fast. You see, I I didn't explain on Shady that I do go back and forth in between the teats. I don't stay on one the whole time. I go back and forth. If this one feels real full, I switch and go to that one. So I just do a couple of squirts on each side until it starts to regulate. And just keep going back and forth. And keep that baby happy. Keep that baby happy. Lily. Liam did get up extra early today because we were a little out of our routine because of the chicks coming in. So that woke him up a little earlier than he usually gets up. He's usually a late sleeper. Is that right? So he's probably ready for a morning nap earlier than usual. Fancy's always my stubborn one, so she always likes to kneel down and stop along the way and eat. But yesterday, Willow decided to run away from Daddy. So I've got her tied to me today because she was giving him a fit about being caught. So I'm going to just leash her. I've got the food. Come on, Fancy! Fancy sometimes comes when I call her. Come on!